I dare you to imagine with me what God has next for Revolution Community Church. I dare you to imagine 320. We started right here in this building where you had to take the elevator to church, drop your preschoolers off at a room right across the hall from a giant safe. I'm sure that wasn't freaky for young families. And set up signs every Sunday explaining where to park and enter the building. We even had an elevator host to make sure people arrived safe and sound, which didn't always feel guaranteed by the noise coming from the elevator shaft. Who would have imagined that we would go from a core team of 20 holding services on the third floor of a bank to an average Sunday attendance of nearly 500 with over 300 people connected in groups? I tell people all the time, I could have never imagined where God has brought Revolution Church since we started in 2010. The impact Revolution has had on this community and beyond blows my mind. As we committed ourselves to doing church different in a small town, literally hundreds of people have come to faith in Christ and have taken the next step of baptism. And some of those individuals are in leadership positions and even staff positions at the church today. Hundreds of thousands of dollars have been given and used for ministry, community impact, and community outreach. Who could have imagined God would use us to be the catalyst of a movement called United, where nearly 30 churches are coming together for one common cause? Or a Christmas stocking project that's now impacted over 2,000 students and faculty in Logansport schools with love and hope. Who would have imagined we would open a counseling center where over 100 families or individuals have been served in a little over 2 years? In the time since we started, God has done so much, but He's not even close to finished with this movement. I believe in many ways, we've only just begun.
I'm getting baptized Sunday, so I'm ecstatic. I'm ready to let go of that burden that I've carried of guilt or anger or depression or whatever it was that reflected on those past events, and just let it go. And I think getting baptized is that next stepping stone for me so that I can continue to grow in my relationship with God and just really understand His plan for me.
As I looked out over the city on a cold, clear night in November 2009, I knew the vision for Revolution Church was going to be reality. It started with the image of our city, lit up by the streetlights, and in that moment, God led me to Imagine 320. I saw Logansport like I'd never seen Logansport before. Beautiful, strong, moving forward. And I knew God was calling me and a new, different church to be part of this vision. As we begin to dream big and back up our dreams with bold actions, we get to be part of the dramatic change that God is bringing to our community. We know that if we imagine it, then God will do even more than we imagine. Imagine 320 is a generosity initiative and discipleship strategy that will help fuel our vision over the next 2 years. And there are 3 parts of this vision. We're imagining 320 for our church. We know that so much more can be done with 2.5 times the space in our gathering room, seating up to 500 people and giving more opportunity for people to connect with our Sunday gathering. We will have 2.5 times the space for kids ministry, and we'll have our very first student ministry space for 6th to 12th graders. Our junior high and high school ministry is on the edge of a revolution, and having this space is going to be a huge tool in growing this ministry. Our counseling center will have a separate entrance to provide privacy and confidentiality for those we serve.
Revolution is really a welcoming place, and that's one of the things that I noticed when I first started coming. It's a casual atmosphere where it doesn't feel like people are going to jump on you and ask you a bunch of questions, and that's, one of the reasons why I continue to go. I want more people to know about Revolution, and I think it's great that we're going to move to a bigger facility where more people can come, because it's impacted my life in a good way, and I would love for other people to have that same experience.
We're also imagining 320 for our community. Our new campus isn't just for us. It's going to be used in so many ways to help our community, from the vision we have for a coffee shop open through the week and an area for kids to play. And also, part of this generosity initiative will be given away for outreach, just like we've done since the very beginning. This initiative is about our community. And we're imagining 320 for beyond. For years, we've been casting vision for more Revolution-type churches to start in small towns throughout north central Indiana and beyond. And we want to take some very specific steps in this direction. So we've seen what God can do in a small town like Logansport through a church like Revolution. We believe this same impact can be felt in small towns all over. So we want to hire an intern to be in training to start another Revolution church in a neighboring city within 2 years. And we want to use a portion of our resources to help Oak Brook, Peru, one of our partner churches, start well. So I want you to join us in taking 3 next steps to Imagine 320. Pray boldly. Ask God what you can do as individuals and as families to imagine greater things over the coming years for yourselves and our church. Give boldly. 100% engagement. We want everyone to participate and take a step on their generosity journey. And our overall goal of $2 million for Imagine 320 will resource the next 2 years of ministry at Revolution for our church, our community, and beyond. Serve boldly. Be prepared for serving opportunities throughout the 2-year initiative and encourage those who you influence to join you. Nothing in this world becomes reality without someone having imagined it first. God's vision for Revolution, God's vision for our community is beyond anything we could ask or imagine. It's that big. Will you join us as we imagine 320?